So I said, let's go and buy 8855. Hello Channel NITT viewers, welcome to another episode on Channel NITT. I am DS, your psychologist, and today we're going to continue to talk about 4D. So in the previous episode, we separated people who buy 4D into two different groups and analyzed them, their motives behind buying 4D. So in this episode, we are going to talk about how people get numbers to buy 4D. If this is your first time on our channel, welcome. We are a psychology channel based in Singapore, and we produce videos on psychological principles, parenting, and personality. A lot of our videos are based on Singapore cultures, so if you are interested in Singapore cultures or you are Singaporean yourself, do consider subscribing to us and watching our videos in our present collection. Prior to this, I have conducted an informal survey. I also add in some of my personal input. I've come up with 5 main areas where Singaporeans get inspiration to buy 4D numbers. So what are these 5 categories of numbers? The first category of numbers is very simple. It's your personal numbers. So it could be your birthday, the birthdays of your children. So if you have 4 or 5 children, then you have a lot of numbers to buy. But I see a lot of people buy really a lot of numbers, like stacks, right? Are you one of this? So these numbers will also include things like anniversaries, your house unit number, your locker number, the last 4 digits of your IC number, the last 4 digits of your handphone number and that of your mistress. The second way Singaporeans find numbers to buy for 4D is via their dreams. So everybody dreams, right? So I've already mentioned this in my dream series that you can find over here. Most of the time we believe that our dreams have a hidden meaning, and we usually want to decode this hidden meaning, and we can decode it into a number. We believe that this message could be a message from God, a message from the deceased, a message from your angels, and we will buy this number. For some people, they are very good at deciphering their dreams to decode and come up with a number where they buy, and I've heard of people who have won that way. For me, it doesn't really work for me. A third way Singaporeans might use to get lucky 4D numbers is via birthdays. So during birthdays, they believe that the birthday boy or the birthday girl is exceptionally lucky, so they will ask the birthday boy or the birthday girl to pick a 4D number. So they might fold pieces of paper, put into like a bowl, and shake, and shake, and 4 numbers will come out. Then they will buy that number. I've also heard of people who has won 4D this way. Now let me tell you something very funny. Okay? When I bought my dog 11 years ago, my mom actually got us to try to pick 4D numbers with the dog. So the dog is unable to shake the cup, right? Why am I shaking? So the dog was unable to shake the cup, right? So what we actually did was to shake the cup on behalf of the dog, and we got a 4D number. And what I did was actually I bought iBet on the number and struck second prize for. So I think it is a very innovative way of deriving a 4D number. The fourth way people might get their 4D numbers is through temples. I've heard of a lot of Chinese going to temples, and they somehow drew some numbers from there, and many of these numbers are known to be very lucky and have won them either the first, second or third prize. The fifth way of getting numbers is through daily events or through inspiration. So these daily events could have been random events. So there's this joke, Singaporeans like to look at car plate numbers during accidents because this car plate number is supposed to be a good 4D number to buy. So if you have followed me in many of my other videos, especially those on MBTI, you know that I'm an ENTJ and I do have introverted intuition, and my introverted intuition is rather strong. So sometimes I actually get a feel of numbers and it could be quite accurate. So with my very strong intuition, sometimes I can really feel a number. It feels as if this number has potential to strike 4D, and most of the time I am actually accurate. Sometimes I just miss by 1 or 2 numbers and just never win. But here I'm going to share with you 2 stories how I actually struck 4D iBet with very weird intuition. The first story that I'm going to share happened on the first day of Chinese New Year in 2009. I was actually in a bus listening to my transistor radio, and then I heard some news. And that news I remembered was that there was a fire in a Woodlands area or something like that. And it happened on the 3rd floor of block 167 of that HDB flat. So I was thinking, oh, the number 3167 sounds like a very good number to buy. But of course, it's an unfortunate event. There was a fire that happened on the first day of Chinese New Year. But precisely because it was the first day of Chinese New Year, I remembered the incident very clearly. And I went to buy the iBet of 3167 and it struck first prize. The number that struck first prize on that day was 3761. And because it was Chinese New Year, I bought more than usual than I would usually have bought, which is $1. I very giam one, okay? And I won $249. No, $246. You must subtract the $3 of capital. So I can understand why people want to choose 4D car plate numbers, because an accident is an unfortunate event, but unfortunate events may generate lucky numbers. The second story that I'm going to share is actually a very funny, curious story. I was an ITE lecturer then. I was teaching life skills, and on one of the Wednesdays, I was actually having tea break with a colleague. Her husband was actually in the canteen to give the colleague a visit. So we had our tea break together. And then what actually happened was, there was a fight. So out of nowhere, 2 Indian students started to have a very loud quarrel, and they started to fight, as in literally just like take another person, like they just fought loud or whatever. I don't know how to describe. So they just started pulling each other's shirts and they are shouting at each other. And at the time, the discipline mistress was also having her tea break in the canteen, so she handled the matter immediately. But what actually happened was, the husband of my colleague mentioned that, does this happen very often in ITE? I said, no, it does not. This is the first time I've actually seen such a fight. So he says, oh, since it's the first time, let's buy a 4D number. Okay, so as you can see, he is a regular 4D buyer, okay? So I said, okay, why not? So he said, what number can we generate from this event? I said, do you have any idea? He says, no. So he says, why don't you think about it? So I used my introverted intuition and I started to think, right? And I got a 4D number. Guess what the 4D number is? So what I'm going to tell you, please, the Indian viewers don't scold me, okay? Because it's kind of funny or not so nice. So I said the 2 Indians can be represented by the number 88. Why? Because Indians totally, maybe the color, right, looks like the patong of the mahjong dao.
Game over.
And because they are fighting, right, so it's 5-5. So 8855. So I said, let's go and buy 8855. So the husband of my colleague then was saying, this kind of number will open one meh? 6 permutation leh, very hard to open. I said, never mind lah, you asked me to come up with a number. I already give you a number already, let's buy it lah. So he said, okay. And actually the number struck. The number that came out was something like 8558 as a starter price. So 神奇, right? Very amazing, right? Have you ever been able to come up with a number like this before and struck? Maybe you can also share your story below. As I grew older, I realized that my introverted intuition becomes sharper, but I cannot get it to work for me at will. So last time I was able to figure out the number, I can derive something, and it's quite accurate. But now it does not work very well this way. However, if ever my introverted intuition gives me a number, that means to say this number is surely going to strike. So regardless of which method you use to generate your 4D numbers, you'll only have one objective: to win, right? So in our next episode, we're going to talk about how to increase your chances of winning 4D. Can meh? watch then you know lor. So if you have not subscribed to us, do consider subscribing. And a shout out to all our existing subscribers and viewers. Thank you so much for having supported us along the way. And we will continue to produce interesting videos that you cannot find anywhere else. So we've come to the end of this video and I'll see you again in our next video. Goodbye!